Hello everyone, welcome to another GoTechUp4School tutorial video. On today's episode, we are going to do a tutorial video on level 16. Now, level 16 is just like what the levels that we did before this, level 15 and 14, with the usage of IR photoreflectors as a sensor. Alright? Now, but the difference is that this time, instead of a normal gate, it is an LED gate. Yes, so basically the straightforward thing that you need to do now is you need to program your robot to move forward and brake before hitting the wall or the LED gates. And when you stop, you need to flash your LED lights according to the color, wait for the door to open, and then move on to the next gate until you finish. All right. Now, as per always, like any other levels, okay, you do have your IR photo reflectors. There's a distance here, the value. First things first that you need to do is you need to gauge your distance. So you need to test out when do you want to stop the robot from hitting the wall. Okay, now just a reminder, if you do hit the wall, the game will restart and you are required to go back to your position and do everything all over again. Okay, so first things first we need to do is gauge our distance first. Now it's 7.26 centimeters, right? So let's see how close can we be close to it. All right. So now this is not close enough, so we need to keep adjusting until we get the right, just nice distance. Okay, this is too close. So you just need to keep testing out, what is the distance that you want to use to let your robot brake. Okay, and it seems that when you brake at 5 centimeters, it gives you enough time to brake to not hit the wall, but yet close enough. So let's take 5 centimeters as a starting point, okay? And as per usual, this is the answer for it. But if you look at the code, something is different. What would that be? If you notice that if we have a new if else block, then you are correct. So, what is the difference between if then and if else? Well, if then is basically if then else is basically a two of if else. It's almost the same thing, okay? So, where if we compile two if thens, there will be two different conditions that we have to manually set. But if then else, you only need to put one condition that you need to manually set. Okay? So as you can see, it's almost similar, but really different purposes. It's really up to you if you want to use if then or two if thens or one if then else. Okay? So, but for today's video, let's learn how to use if then else. All right? So for this level, as per the usual level, what we're going to do now is we already set the distance. We already set the coding here. First things first, we need to put the conditions first. So go to your operators. As you can see, there's an equal, less than, and more than. Choose which one do you think is appropriate. Okay. For now, because now my rule, my condition that I set to the robot now is we want to use only if then else. All right. So remember, if then else, if something something, then do this. Else, do this. Okay. If something something, then do this. Else, do something else. Okay. Now I want the robot to move forward. So I want the robot to, if the number is more than 5, move forward. Okay. Anything other number that is less than 5, brake. Okay. So that's why I put an IR photo reflector here. Okay. You can put it anywhere. You can put left or right. It's really up to you. But for me, I prefer the left. Okay. And you can put it inside here. It fits like a glove. Okay, here as well you can see DC motor power 100. Okay, it moves. This one is the coding to move forward. Else, okay, do this brake. Okay, I want it to brake and then flash the LED lights. All right. So as you can see here, if I change it to a human or pseudocode language, it will be if the IR photo reflectors value is more than 5 centimeters, okay, which is, you can see here, it's more than 5 centimeters, right? Move forward with 100%. Else means if it's not, or if it's less than 5 centimeters, brake and then flash the LED lights. And remember everyone, forever block is very important because we want it, yes, to repeat it forever and ever until we reach the finish line. So after you're done, just slot it back in, make sure the code, the if then block is inside the forever block, press play, and this here it goes. So when it reaches 5, it should break and it should flash its LED off, move forward again. So it's using the first command. Now it's doing the second command. Okay, I'll show you guys this. Okay, now it moves back to the first command. Okay, let me show that one more time. Okay, so this is how the coding how the robot processes the coding. Okay, so when we press play, it will do the first command first. But once it reaches 5, it will do the second command. Once the gate is open, it's more than 5, do the first command back again. Then when it reaches 5, do the second command again. When it's more than 5, go back up to the first command again. So you can see that's how the robot thinks based on the logic. Okay, so I hope you guys understand the video, and I hope to see you again for level 17. Thank you very much. Bye.